Good day, culinarians. The chicken stock we're working on, it's been about 3 hours, maybe about 3.5 hours, and it is now ready. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the stock off. When we go to break down the stock, we're going to break it down in two stages. One, we're going to throw the stock in here, china cap, let it drain. The china cap will catch most of the product that's in here, the mirepoix, chicken bones, and stuff like that. So I'll catch most of it. The second time we'll strain it, we'll put it through the chamois. We'll put it through the chamois. I'm going to put a cheesecloth in here. So first, wet down my cheesecloth. I'm going to put the cheesecloth inside the chamois. The chamois is fine enough to catch most of the product so it doesn't go through. But I want to make sure that this stock, since we're working so hard at making sure it comes out perfect, I want to make sure that there's no impurities that go through the chamois and get to the stock. So we'll get a nice, clear chicken stock. So I'll put that in there like that. Got my chicken stock here. What I'll do is I'll take some of the scraps that I have here, take it out of here. There's that satch. So a piece of chicken. Instead of just dumping this in here, it's going to splash all over the place. Some of the big chunks of the chicken I'm going to throw in here, be a little bit safer. Take my stock, pour it right through here, get everything out of there. Got it drained. Once it finished draining, I'll set it right back there. Now I'm going to take my chicken stock here, put it right through the chamois. Now, normally with chicken stock, if you're going to be using it, what we'll do is we'll take it, put it in shallow pans, like a 200 pan or a 200 half pan, put it in there something real shallow, we'll put it in a walk-in cooler, we'll chill it down, and then we'll put it into cups, okay? Or what you can do to cool this stock down, if you have an ice wand, you might want to put one of those ice wands in there, or even an ice bath in one of your apartment sinks to cool it down. But you want to cool this stock down. Since we're not using this stock right away, what I'm going to do with it is I'm going to put it in these containers. Whenever you put stock in a container, fill it half to 3/4 away. Good 3/4 away is fine. If you get it too full, what happens when liquid freezes? It expands. And what's going to happen? The container's going to crack, the lid's going to come off. So this is a little bit too much. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to split it between the two containers. I'm going to put this in the freezer with lids on it, and it's going to freeze right up, okay? And it cool down real quickly in the freezer. We got a nice large freezer here if you're at home. I'd put it in a shallow pan or something and get it cooled down as quick as possible, then you can freeze it. If you're going to use this right away, you don't have to freeze it. Once you make fresh stock, it's only good for a couple days. So if you don't plan on using this within the next couple days, go ahead and stick it in the freezer. What a lot of chefs do will get ice trays and pour their stock into ice trays, freeze them and pop them out, then they'll get little cubes of stock that they can use for cooking. So there's several different ways. If you want to freeze this like ice cubes, take the stock, put an ice cube, put it in an ice cube tray, stick it in the freezer, and you freeze up little cubes of chicken stock to use at a later time. Okay? Now if you're going to taste this, it's going to be very bland. Okay? It just has the chicken and vegetables in there. So remember, this is very bland. You never want to season stock. You never want to put salt in here. You don't want to put pepper in here because it depends on what you're going to use it for. then you season it. But as far as stock goes, you never season stock. Just keep